before the heart of Africa was ever mapped, explorers were irresistibly drawn to the secret world. Africa's greatest secret of all, for thousands of years, was the source of the world's longest river, the Nile. The Nile is unique.
Friend Ethiopia, Sudan, and Egypt follow different religions, yet they all draw spiritual sustenance from the river.
The Nile has brought such wealth and many have tried to own it. But the river has defied the waters of the Nile. Just Christians and Lalibela carved magnificent churches out of solid rock. The Blue Nile River has been carving this huge canyon through the highlands of Ethiopia, which the British named the Grand Canyon of Africa. The Scout helps, but it's deceptive. From the air, it's really easy to forget that it's the most dangerous river in Africa.
Water from the Nile. I promised him when I go to the river source, I would bring him a vial of holy water. The Ethiopians treasure the Nile, just as we do in Egypt.
As we head down the river, the whole team is pumped. Most of the wild rivers on every continent have already been run, but not the Blue Nile. This is one of the last great river expeditions left in the world. No one has ever succeeded in running this entire river from source to sea. All those who've tried As a geologist, these lava flows have a certain fascination for me.
Just hope my photos can capture the spirit.
No wonder Christianity survived here. The mountains kept invaders out. This is not exactly a gentle land.
I admire efficient predators. They set eyes on one of the most magnificent sights in all of Africa, Tissisat Falls. Gordon's a bit of a cowboy. He's got his own style of doing things.
I told Pasquale I was going to run every inch of this river.
I didn't come all this way just to experience the river, to gain some insights about it. But I'm also here to learn about myself. And I'm so surprised at what I can do.
Islands in the rugged highlands of Ethiopia. The riches of Egypt from Lake Tana. 1,000 miles. I've brought my team to Lake Tana for the expedition of a lifetime. We reached the Ethiopian highlands just
Beyond the mountains in the far west of Ethiopia is one of the country's lesser-known treasures. Gambela National Park was created in 1973. 5,000 square kilometers of wilderness landscape that teems with wildlife. But over the years, the park's boundaries and the wildlife within it were gradually encroached upon. So Ethiopia's Wildlife Conservation Authority decided it was time to make a stand. Protecting and developing the park is their responsibility, and marking its boundaries is the first step. In the long run, properly managed, Gambela could be a major national asset for Ethiopia. Ethiopia has 14 national parks and 4 animal sanctuaries. These protected areas are at present undergoing a major review. Gambela is causing most excitement. The region shares an important border with the Republic of South Sudan, a fact that's at the heart of plans for developing the park.
The final goal is to establish a peace park between Southern Sudan and Ethiopia, and so the animals can easily move from one country to other country.
A marriage in the management of 2 adjoining national parks would help to preserve the continuing ebb and flow of wildlife between them. Viewed on one level as a renewable resource with commercial possibilities, Gambela's national park has potential for development in an increasingly popular area: ecotourism. The ecology here is exceptionally diverse. Ancient forest, wetlands, and savanna grasslands are home to a wide variety of wildlife. It seems almost a crime not to share it with the rest of the world. The secrets of this remote wilderness remain hidden. But Ethiopia's Wildlife Conservation Authority believes it's only a matter of time before the special magic of Gambela is more widely known, and tourist revenue from a properly managed park is able to fund its upkeep. The Barrow River is the lifeblood of Gambela. It flows from here into South Sudan, eventually to join up with the White Nile. The waters of the Barrow are at the heart of life in both the region and the bustling provincial capital. Located in a back street of this lively market town, where few outsiders set foot and tourism is virtually unknown, is the regional office of UCA, Ethiopia's Wildlife Conservation Authority. It's from here that Gambela National Park is managed, and remnants of some of its regular inhabitants are on display. Over the years, some species have diminished in numbers, but others are thriving, as Park Warden Gatloak Rolkier explains.
The key species are white-eared fox, nalisate, papalus, ground antelope, game, giraffe, redback, warthog, elephant are the main.
Of 30 scouts in the field and just 2 operational vehicles, Gatloak's team is expected.
There are issues of agriculture expansion in the region, so we try to have the scientific data on how to balance nature conservation with development.
To achieve this, UCA's team under Warden Gatloak worked with a task force of experts who were commissioned to make a comprehensive ecological study of the region.
What we should really try and do.
San Van Ast, head of parks and protected areas at Horek, coordinated the mission.
We feel now is a good time to integrate different land use options before only one is considered and other land use options are compromised forever.
In the following weeks, aspects of local life that impact on the flora and fauna of the Gambela landscape came under the close scrutiny of the task force. And some major discoveries about migratory animals like the white-eared cob astonished everyone. Each year, at least 250,000 of these graceful antelopes cross from South Sudan into Ethiopia and back again. It's the second largest mammal migration in Africa, after the famous wildebeest migration of the Serengeti. Why the cob make their annual move in such numbers is no mystery to Warden Gatloak.
Gambela is western, but the Jonglei is upland. During the wet season, most of the cocktail migrate dry here. During the dry season, they will come here to recycle water and dust.
The mass migration of white-eared cob is by no means all that Gambela has to offer. Endangered species like the Nile lechwe share a home in the park with the magnificent shoe-billed stork, whose graceful flight belies the absurdly unaerodynamic shape of its head. These are just 2 remarkable creatures in a wide spectrum of wildlife that has made Gambela home.